Data management is a bit more at the operational level, but it has so many components to it. Data security is extremely important. So as much as I'm saying it's not an per se IT issue, but data security should be taken seriously. If you've ever been hacked into, or your database have been encrypted, I know an institution where the entire data set on the server was basically encrypted. And there was a ransomware, say you have to pay this money before release. And it was a headache. It's extremely serious. Data handling ethics. Don't just go in there, I've seen institutions, people come with their laptops, USB sticks, they connect very important enterprise data. Just load off. You have an employee who's disgruntled, they will just download your data and go away. Because you don't have security in place and no proper data ethics. Data architecture, you must put an architecture in place. Data multi design, data storage and operations. You have to think of those things. You have to think about data integration and interoperability. We want systems to work. But if you don't standardize, then you cannot integrate. And if they don't integrate, they're not going to operate. It's like having, an Indian, a Chinese, a French in one room, and you want them to have a serious debate. And everybody speaks their own language. It does not make sense. You could still integrate them by bringing them to one room. That's integration. But can they interoperate? No. So it means you must standardize. Either you get interpreters, middleware to translate. If not, you have this standalone, silos of excellence, document and content management, which is not typical database, but you know how to manage documents within an institution. Reference and master data, making sure the nomenclature is standardized, and uniform data warehousing and business intelligence. Archiving data, then having business intelligence, Excel. I sometimes ask people, how many of you use BI tools in Excel? Power BI. They're there. Power Map, Power Query. That's for business intelligence because the data is growing. So even everyday applications like Excel have now put in BI tools to allow you to do that. And it's all part of data management. Metadata management, data about data. So you must institutionalize this. Several times you go to people, you say, can I have maybe about the boundaries about Ghana? They just give you one. Maybe there's something that was done pre-independence, you don't even know. Or maybe there have been some boundary changes just before election, you don't even know. They give you, take this one. And you go and do all your analytics based on that wrong information. So, data quality management, big data and data science. As I said, every day we have new challenges. Data management, maturity assessment, you can do that internally. Data management organizations and role expectations. So, these are some of the challenges we have faced, and these are the final slides. That going forward, trust me, in the next 5-10 years, this is what you're going to be encountering in mining communities, yeah? Addressing productivity, safety, accountability, environment, and community. So I'll go through this quickly, but that's the reality. All of these now have sensors. Yeah? Automation is a key. Just this is any mining industry. That's what they are doing. All sorting. Just want to say really sophisticated, multi-million-dollar machines. If you go to the control room, the SCADA is just like amazing what these things do. But that data has to be stored somewhere, and somebody has to manage it and make sense out of it. Even as I mentioned, ventilation underground, controlling all of these are done by sensors. Depending on the number of people in their body heat, they can temperature things, they can sense that and what. GPS accuracies. Now we have GPS, GLONASS, Galileo, video. These are things. But actually, all your smartphones now have GPS. If not, they have a GPS that communicates with your telecommunication stuff. And this data set we captured yesterday, Derek did a very good presentation here on drone technology. And the use of drone is now becoming perverse. Everywhere you go, not only in mining. And these things, they do capture a lot of data sets. If you fly, say, DJI Phantom Pro for an area that's just about 5 hectares for 30 minutes, that's almost about 7-8 gig of data sets at high resolution, let's say about 5 centimeters. Extremely high. And that data set grows exponentially as the area gets bigger. The same thing, 3D imaging, 3D printing, you hear about this quite a lot. This is now being used actually to model all body geometry for surface mining. Data optimization and machine learning, I just mentioned again, what's in the geophysical world, we are using this extensively when you do acoustics, seismic, and other gravimetric and other stuff. To make sense out of those, you train the machine, and they can do that for you. Equipment management, assets. You have a tractor that's not supposed to leave the pit. It leaves the pit, or you have a vehicle that's not supposed to leave a particular jurisdiction. You all have GPS trackers. Even workers are wearing this. They have smart devices. If you work in an area that's of high magnetic intensity or you have some radiometric issues, they actually put personal sensors to detect if you go to certain areas. So this is going to grow. That's just the reality. But in any case, the people are important. It's not all about technology or processes. You have to get this three: people, the processes, and the technology. And then, of course, when you get all of this together, then you are now talking about data management. And I'll wrap up with these quick conclusions. If anything, data is an asset with unique properties. Yeah? Value of data should be expressed in economic terms, just like we do with money. If you do that, attach some economic value to it, then people tend to understand it much better. Managing data means managing the quality of the data. It takes metadata to manage data. There's nothing else. Not a narrative to say, oh, here's the data. Oh, well, I think I gave it to Franklin. Franklin took it and went to Tema. Then he came back. He put it on it. That's not the thing. It should have metadata that comes in it. Who owns the data? What's the IP? The intellectual property rights? When it was done. How it could be used. It takes planning to manage data. Data management is cross-functional and requires skills and expertise. So people must get the right training. It requires an enterprise perspective. It's not a little silo. You could be an individual with expertise, but basically it makes sense. If you could be at unit level, departmental level, and the roll is out to the entire enterprise. Data management must account for a range of perspectives. So if you want these systems to integrate, it's not just about geological data sets, but what about the human resource? What about the financial? What about the fleet management? And the data management is a data lifecycle management, as you saw earlier in those ways I was talking about. You create data, you destroy it. It's a life cycle. Different types of data have different life cycles. I'm wrapping up now. Managing data includes managing risk associated with the data. And then finally, data management requirement must drive information technology. It's not the information technology that drives data management. Okay. So, as you could see, we need to move from data silos to analytics to make sense, to make decisions. And it's just another break in the wall, and the break keeps growing. Yeah, the technology keep increasing, big data and all the rest, data governance. So let's build the wall. Thank you.